Hello and welcome back to EBK's Gaming. I am EBK and today we're going to do another episode of Farming Simulator 17. So let's go ahead and jump right on in. Now in the last episode I mentioned that I was going to talk about the animals that I have and well I didn't. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. So it's going to take a minute. I just launched the game so unfortunately I don't think that it's going to have updated. Yeah, it hasn't updated in here yet. It does update as far as what I have in regards to their food and water and all that, but yeah, how many cows and their productivity, that good stuff is not there yet. One thing you can see though is I have 9 sheep, I've got 12 pigs, and I've got 9 cows, so they're doing pretty good. I have already sold some pigs in the game, but I'm going to keep on to them for a little while. That way I can try and get some of the liquid manure and the manure, because again, like I said in the last episode, I really want to get away from the normal fertilization, or using the liquid fertilization. So if I can get to where my farm is really self-dependent, and use the resources from my farm to feed or to fertilize my own crops, that'll be awesome. So, but it takes time to build up enough. I mean, I've got 15,510 liquid manure here and 5,422. So I've got a little over 20,000 liters. Not too bad. So we probably do it fairly soon, but not quite yet. I'm gonna go a little bit longer, get a little more built up, and then I'll go ahead and get me the manure, the liquid manure equipment, so I can start fertilizing that way. So, but while we're waiting for all that information to update, what I'm going to do is let's just go ahead and take a look real quick. So I think we'll start over with the cows. We'll head on over and we'll take a look at my cows and kind of show you my setup over there. And on our way back from the cows, I think we'll hit the sheep and then we'll hit the pigs. And then we'll come back to the farm. And when we get back, we'll probably try and bale up that straw, depending upon how much time we have. And then we'll just kind of go from there and do what we can. So it'll only take a couple moments to head on over here. Another thing I do real quick is when I'm mowing grass, I'll actually cut a lot of this over here too, around the edge of this field and stuff like that. So that's one thing I like about the game is, I don't have to have just a grass field in order to cut the grass. If there's grass anywhere on the map, I can go ahead and cut it and I can do whatever I want. Even if it's a field that's not mine, or around a field that's not mine, I can still cut the grass. So over here, I don't own this field 22. If you look on the map down there in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, I'm going right next to field 22. All this grass right here, I can cut that grass if I want, and collect it and harvest it. So I don't usually come that far out, but just the fact that I can is pretty cool. I don't know why I went this way. As an auto mode, this is field number 28 down here that's mine, and I've got some canola growing nicely in it. If you take a look out there to the side, probably going to wreck my tractor while I'm doing that, but yeah, there's plenty out there. Alright, so here are my cows. Pull on into here. Just kind of come up here. So when you look in here, got a little bit of liquid manure. Regular manure, so it's growing slowly. I have these silos over here. Again, I haven't started putting anything in the silos yet. I just haven't gotten to that point. A couple cows in there, grazing on some straw. So here it is again where I told you that I've got that other tractor and then my TMR machine, total mix ration machine that it's connected to, and then I've also got the other machine there, I can't remember the exact name of it, but that's the one that takes my bales of hay and shreds it, and it actually, let me hop out of the tractor here, head on over, that actually, spreads it out right here, so that's where you see it. And then of course, I've got some of my food here, my total mix ration, silage, grass, it all kind of goes around as we're going around here. I'm not going to run around the whole thing, but I'll hop back in my tractor and we'll just drive around the perimeter of it so you can kind of see where all that is. Alright, so again, and hopefully the sound's okay. I have the sound turned way down because I noticed that in the recording, I had actually recorded before the last video that I posted, episode 1, I'd actually recorded a video before that, and unfortunately the sound was just you could barely hear me talking. It wasn't even worth it. So I had to scrap that video and start over. So I think I got the audio pretty much adjusted. I do notice there's a little bit of an echo with my mic. I'm still working on that. It's a pretty nice mic. Still trying to figure the ins and outs of it, as well as some other equipment that I've got that I'm working with. But I'll get all that worked out. And I've also noticed that while we're talking, my keyboard is rather loud sometimes when I push the buttons. And I don't push the buttons hard. It's just the style of keyboard I have. I have a Razer's desk stalker, and the buttons are kind of loud when I push them. So I'm trying to be conscientious of that when I push the buttons to not push hard. But the mic I have it's a good mic. I believe it's something blue. I can't remember the name right now, but anyways, it's a good mic. It picks up great sound. I just got to get some minor adjustments made to it to really tune it in, and that'll be something that will be a work in progress, and I'll continue to work on that. But either way, here's the water bed. Little water trough, not bed, but water trough for the cows. I think I have 9 cows that I think it say. Yeah, I got 9 cows. I'm not seeing 9 cows around, but it says I got them, so they must be in there somewhere. So these are my cows. So we'll head on back around here. Again, there's nothing else really to show you over here other than there's another little trough right there for the silage right there. Yeah, so I put the silage in there, and I believe. Yeah, I haven't fed him, but it hasn't been too long since I fed him. So when you're looking right here, cleanliness, again, for the cleanliness, I have a mod. I know in 17, in Farming Simulator 17, they came out with where you have to keep your animals' areas clean. And so, when you're in these areas that are highlighted with the yellow right there, you have to get like a dozer or something with a dumped in the front, and you have to clean it up, but that was just annoying. I didn't like it, so I found a mod that does it for me. It just charges me a daily fee and keeps them at 100% all the time. So that mod is a mod that I like. Backing up here. That's a mod that I use. Alright, so my water's good. It's going down a little bit. Straw's good. Grass good. Silage hay and power food all doing pretty good. So don't need to do any of that right now. The water I will need to do fairly soon, but not quite yet. We got quite a bit of water. It'll probably last. They'll probably get 5 days at least there, I'd say. 5 in-game days for the cows there. Again, a moment ago you probably heard my pug again. Her name is Mika. Again, she's got a whole lot of bark and absolutely 0 bite. She's a big chicken, but she barks at her own shadow. Tends to be a little on the annoying side, but maybe one of these days I'll shoot a video of her and throw it up there so you guys can see little Mika. She's just a little thing. She's a little chunky, but barks at everything, bites nothing, cracks me up. So when you hear when I'm recording, I do apologize. I try and keep it as quiet as possible in my surroundings, but she sees a shadow walk by the front door. She's all over it. She's got to let someone know that she thinks she's the boss of the home. She thinks she's the queen around here. So, all right, we're going to head on over to the sheep now, and I'll just kind of show you that one real quick. Cruise control didn't all the way kick in there. And that was another thing that I noticed when I was kind of reviewing and editing episode 1, getting it ready to be posted. I noticed that you're going to hear sometimes when I'm pushing on the gas or the brake pedal on my Saytech Farming Simulator pedal and wheel and pedals here is my pedals are squeaky, and I don't know why they're so squeaky. But right there, you probably heard it. Again, my mic picks up a lot of noises. It's a very sensitive mic. It's a good mic. Is it a UB Blue? I can't remember the exact name. I'll have to look it up. I'll put it in the description in case you want to know what mic I'm using. But either way, it's a really good mic. The quality is outstanding. I just got to work through some of the settings in it and get all that worked out. So, and I will work on that. But in the meantime, try and bear with me and some of the sounds. All right, I'm over here to my sheep now. So notice I've got a couple things of wool going there. I'm not going to come and grab it until I get to 100% as far as production goes, or 100% on my wool here. It's not showing my percentage yet. I don't know why the game. It takes a few minutes after you launch it and after you're actually in the game playing before it will fully update all the statistics and the stats of your animals. I don't know why. But hopefully in a minute here it'll kick in. But I've got, I think, I don't know if it'll hold 6 or if the pallet will hold 8 of those bundles of wool. So I'm close to half, if not halfway already. But nevertheless, once it gets full 100%, I'll come up here with my little telehandler and I'll grab that and I'll go sell it. I wait till I get 100%. I don't bother with the telehandler. So again, I believe I have 9 sheep as well. Yep, 9 sheep. So kind of the same as the pigs. You just put some water in there and then you feed them here. The difference with the sheep though is kind of nice. Is there's only water, hay, and/or grass is all I got to feed them. So a lot easier upkeep on the sheep than it is on the pigs and the cows. Again, if you look at the pigs, how much food it takes to feed these things, outside of water, you got straw, corn, wheat or barley, either one. And then you can do canola, sunflower, or soybeans. Then you have potatoes and sugar beet. So really your power food is kind of those bottom 3. Either wheat or barley, canola, sunflower, soybeans, and then of course the potatoes and the sugar beet or sugar beet. So I'm going with sugar beet, and I'm going with sunflower, and I'm going with wheat. That's what I'm going to use for my power food, and of course I have the corn. So right now though, I'll show you when I go over to the cows. But right now I've just been buying. I know it's very, very expensive, but you can buy the power food in a pellet form, and I've done that quite a bit just because I wanted to have the power food in there. It's very expensive, and that's why I'm now using field 17 and 18 as specific to corn and specific to sugar beet, and that's all I'm going to use it for, because the corn and the sugar beet, neither one of those really give at least what I've seen on this map at this point, it doesn't give a very good return on revenue. So I'm not planning on harvesting those to turn a profit, because the profit just isn't there. It's very, very minimal as far as how much. And we can actually pull that up right now. I'll show you what the cost is there real quick, or what the value is. So when I'm over here and I'm looking at like corn, I mean, $9.25, that's the highest, and even at that, it's quite a ways away from the other markets or farmers that'll buy, but it's just not very good. You look at the potatoes here, terrible return. Sugar beets, terrible return. So you get almost nothing off of these, and that's why I'm not gonna use those fields to harvest for a profit. Because, if you looked at it, if we were being realistic, the amount of time it takes me to plant it, to cultivate the field, plow the field, cultivate, seed, fertilize, all 3 stages, and the amount of time it takes to harvest it, it is just not worth the very little amount of money they get back. So as far as revenue, I'm sticking with my main 3. You got my soybeans, which that one's usually the highest. It's sitting at about 1987 right now. This fluctuates, but it has a pretty good return for the most part. And then canola, it does pretty good. And then of course my that's sunflower. Sorry, sunflower does pretty good. And then of course the canola, which also does pretty well. So wheat doesn't do very good, but I do the wheat for the bales of hay. But yeah. So, and barley, and I don't even mess with barley either, because it's just not very good. Wood chips are horrible in this game. At least on this map. I haven't played any map yet, so other maps may get a better return, may have better. But that, as far as for me, it's horrible. Yeah. Now for my spinnery, for my wool, that's going to be pretty good profit once I get those sold. Yeah. All right. So actually, that's silage. I call that wood chips. That's silage. Still terrible return. Not a very good return on the wood chips in this game either. So same thing with the bales of hay. Not the greatest, but nevertheless, those are the kind of the finances and what kind of return we get. While we're here, let's see if I don't think we have anything that's ready to be harvested yet. Nope. All right. So what we'll do is we'll just go ahead and head on out of here, and now we'll go check out the pigs. Give you a quick view of my pigs, and have my eye on something else there for a minute. We'll check out the pigs real quick, and then we'll head on back, and we will hook up to the baler and do some baling real quick. So when I let go of my wheel, I've got it. I try to get it as calibrated as possible, but it still kind of pulls to the left a little bit. That's why I said when I'm trying to harvest or even plant seeds, I try to get this thing in a nice perfect straight line. Just doesn't work for me. And that's why I use GPS. The GPS mod keeps a nice straight line for me. Keeps it easy. Keeps it going. Sunflowers doing nice. If I were to hop out of here real quick, I probably should turn that off. But when I come over here, right there in the bottom right hand corner, it's sunflowers, and they're growing, and they're about 42% grown. So, yeah, I thought it was a pretty cool mod that someone had created, and I'll try and post the mod name down below. Again, I can't remember what it's called, but it's a good mod. I have quite a few mods installed. I'll try and list them all for you, just in case you're interested in what I have. I do have some mods that I've installed, but I haven't purchased the actual equipment or the implements yet. But I have them so that down the road, when I get to different points of the game, I can buy them when I want. So, of course, I haven't looked at mods for a little while either, so there's a chance that there's a lot of mods that I don't need. Alright, so let's hop out of here real quick. Oh, let me get back in so I can turn off the tractor. Alright. So, as I told you before, I have a ton of the power food. I kind of overdid it. And after I purchased these, and I can probably sell them, but whatever. After I purchased them, I had came up with the idea to convert 17 and 18 into fields solely for harvesting corn and sugar beet for the power food. But I already purchased those. I already gone through the work of stacking them. Yes, I stacked those myself. It took a while, but I got it done either way. Got it here, got it unloaded, so I got plenty of food, power food for my pigs for quite some time. But here's a little pig pen. I don't have anything over here really. Actually I have one more of those, and I got a little bit of hay for food. Yeah, so that's kind of where that's at. Let's see if it's updated my statistics on full statistics on the animals yet. Again, I don't know why it takes so long. I haven't figured out that. Haven't done the research. Doesn't really matter. It'll update whenever it updates. But when you're down here looking at I keep calling it hay, but I mean wheat. Bell's wheat. Again, I'm not a farmer. I am a complete city boy. But I do enjoy this game. So if you're looking for reality out of me when it comes down to that kind of stuff, you're not going to get it. Some water, and over there on the other end where the pigs are eating. Run over here real quick. They have 12 pigs is what it says, but here's where all the food goes. The graphics, I feel they did very well in this game when you look at these animals. Look pretty realistic for the most part, in my opinion. But alright, so let's head on back over. So this is where my little pigs are at. Again, as far as the food goes, they're doing pretty good, so yeah. Now we'll head back and let's go grab my baler and start baling up the hay the straw that I swathed from harvesting the wheat field the other day on the last episode. Don't know if I'll get through all of it in this video or not. I'm going to try. Most of these, in this episode, this series here for the Farming Simulator, I'm going to try to keep them right around 20 to 30 minutes as far as the length. Now, if I do a big field and I record the entire time that I'm harvesting, I will either cut it out or I will time lapse it. I'm not going to have a video where you just sit and watch me do field work for well over an hour or even 30 to 45 minutes. I get that will not be fun, so I will not do that. I will time lapse it, or I will edit the video and cut a lot of that completely out. So I'll leave some of it in, but for the most part I won't have a full video of nothing but me doing field work. Because that is not fun. Alright, now in case you're wondering why I'm trading tractors, this one, or the red one, the case over there is more powerful. And so with this one here, I'll use this one to make the bales, and then I will use the case to pick them up. Because it's a little more powerful, so it'll be able to... not back far enough. we go. Let's go ahead and turn that on. Unfold it. Now here I don't use the GPS. I can drive straight enough for this. I do wish that the baler was a little bit wider though. Not much I wish, but it is what it is. Did I turn my lights off? I did. Here we go. So, trying to keep it down the middle here. We'll drive along. Fills up very quickly. Go ahead and dump that out. Even while I'm doing this, filling this field here, I don't know if I'm gonna leave the whole thing in the video or not. I may edit some of it out or time lapse it. It'll all just depend upon how long it takes and what I do during it. Don't really know yet. Again, brand new series. I've never done a farming simulator series before, so something I'm working on. Now here, this is why. Again, I wish I would have been paying more attention when I started harvesting. It's not a big deal, but I just prefer to drop it all right there in the end and then just whip around. But well, I forgot that time to dump all the swath before I pulled off the field. This thing beeps a lot. And in FS16, the baler wouldn't start beeping nearly as soon as it does in this one. This one here was 70% full. I think it starts beeping at you. And I think in 16, maybe closer to 80 or 85, maybe. I'm guessing, but I know it wasn't nearly as early as it does on this one here. This one really gets to beeping a little bit early, but it's fine. It's just I get a little jumpy when I hear it because I'm used to the other one. Getting all this. Did I miss some? Yeah, so I missed some there. Normally I'd pick it up, but I don't even need to worry about it. Yeah, well. As well. Use I'll scrap this a little bit right here. Bring it around. So I left a little bit on there. Oh my gosh. A terrible turn. So again, hey, if you like this video, please give it a like. It helps my channel a lot. And for more videos, like I've said before, hit that subscribe button. I'm going to do plenty more of the Farming Simulator. I'm also going to be doing some other videos. I've already got some Minecraft videos out there. Got a couple Titanfall 2 videos out there. A lot of times with the Titanfall and Minecraft, I'm actually going to do a lot of multiplayer on those, not so much single player. I'll do some online play as well as my son PvP Insane. He's been joining me with the Titanfall and Minecraft so far. At least on the Bed Wars and the Murder Mystery that I've got out there. So he'll be joining me quite a bit. I'll see if I can get some other people involved as well. For now, it's primarily been him and I, and we'll continue to get some of those videos out. It has been a little while since I got any of those out, so bear with me. Life is life, and we've got to work and do real life stuff. But when I have the time, we get on and we try to shoot some videos together and get it edited and get it up. So again, if you're interested in seeing those and more of these, hit that subscribe button. If there's something you want to see that maybe I haven't mentioned or I have and just haven't got around to it yet, throw it in the comments and I'll get to it as soon as I can. And if it's something, like I said, I haven't done before, go ahead and get it out there, let me know. And if it's something that I feel I can do, I'll definitely give it a shot. It's kind of what this is going to be going forward. I'm just going to try and have a good variety out there so that it's not just one item and people get bored. That's my goal. We'll see how well that works out, but that's what I'm planning on doing. Alright. Right here. Another reason why I haven't gotten any videos out lately is I've kind of been stuck on Zelda Breath of the Wild. Just released on the Switch. Got my Switch just a couple weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago, so I've kind of been absorbed playing that game. More so than I probably should, but it's kind of pulled me away from for my computer games and this game and the other ones, but kind of letting off the Zelda a little bit now and getting back into some other ones. So that's the other thing is I'm going to try and get some other Zelda recorder as well. I've got to update some hardware in order to do that, but see if I can't get that updated and start getting some Zelda recorded. So that's another game that I may or may not do. If that's a game you want to see, definitely throw in the comments, and I'll see if I can't get a little more aggressive as to getting the equipment that I need to get that recorded for you. This is something I want to do. I just haven't gotten around to doing it yet, but I will do it if that's what people would like to see. Back up. Alright, we're almost done here, so this field doesn't take too long to fully harvest. It really doesn't from the time that I harvest it and then get the bales made when it's wheat. Just not gonna go pick them up, but again, I use my fancy little trailer. I know that it's in no way, shape, or form realistic, but sure it makes it a lot easier for me. So that is why I do it. I don't even have enough here to. Can I unload it? Can you let me unload it? Turn it off. I don't think it's going to let me. Nope. So it's not full enough yet to allow me to unload it. So I'm just going to have to make sure that I do some wheat before I do grass, so that it works out. All right, so let's go ahead and park this back. So here's where you're going to get a chance to possibly see my not so great backing up skills with this. These pedals, the brakes on this is really touchy, so I sometimes let off a little too soon or push a little too hard on the gas. Right in there. There we go. Just park this over here, and then I'm going to grab my other, grab my case, and then grab the trailer. And go pick up some bells. We'll go from there. Alright, got that done. So, one other thing that I like to do is try to save frequently. And so, why that's saving, I just noticed that statistics are finally up. Alright, so I'm getting 100% productivity out of my sheep. My reproduction rate is 106 hours. So every 106 hours, I will get, it'll reproduce a new sheep for me, or an additional sheep, however you want to say it. So I get my next one in 48 game hours. Again, that's game hours, it's not real-time hours, so I haven't looked up to see what the transition is, how many actual hours, or how many hours in the game are compared to one real life hours. I'm not sure, but the hours go pretty quick in the game. Like, it's already 6:17, so it actually might be pretty real. Again, I haven't looked it up. So either way, back to this part here. My pigs, 100%. Reproduction rate is every 12 hours. So 1 hour and 35 minutes, I will get another pig. And my cows, again, I have 100% reproduction rate. Or productivity, the reproduction rate is 133 hours, and my next one is in 113 hours. So that's kind of my animals right now, so they're doing pretty good. I will need to get some water in the near future. I think it's probably the next closest item that I'm going to need. But that is my animals. I forgot to do that in the last episode, so I better get that done in this one. Alright, so let's go grab my handy little trailer over here. I don't even know. Remember I told you in the last episode that it was going to pause every now and then. It's that one mod that I have on here that will give me a little more details on fields and things of that nature. Well, that's what it just did. So it does it every now and then, not too often, but alright. Now let's see. So like this is pretty full now. I don't know if I can, how many of these bales I'm going to be able to get on here. Gotta try to remember what the command is to turn this thing on. So let's see. I'm not going to do unload. Let's do work position. Let's see if that does it. See if that picks it up. Yep, there we go. Okay. So again, Totally non-realistic. There's nothing realistic about this mod whatsoever. However, I like it. It saves me a great deal of time because I am not good at picking these things up and stacking them. It's something that I have not mastered yet. I wish I had, but I hadn't. So either way, we'll go ahead and get these picked up real quick. I don't know if it's going to go 4 high or not. I'm not sure. This is my first load with this, so that's my other thing is I gotta figure out where I'm going to unload these things once I don't know. Let's see what happens here. Picked it up. Let's see. See if it's going to pick all these up or not. I'm not sure. But I love this tractor because, as you notice, I mean, it's pulling this huge trailer full of these bales of hay like it is nothing. Oh, and that is all she wrote. So I'm going to have to figure out where I want to keep those. So I think at this point in time, I will probably go ahead and end the video and conclude this episode. So again, I want to thank you for watching. If you like this video, please hit that like button down below. It helps out my channel a lot. And for more videos such as this and plenty of other games, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Until next time, have a good day. Thank you very much. Take care. Bye-bye.